Good morning, 30th of March. Beautiful morning. You know, today I want to talk about something that helped me a lot in my life. You see, a lot of people may not talk about it, or they may do the things that they'll regret later on in life. And what do I mean by that? You see, when you're growing up as a teenager and so forth, you go through challenges in life, and you go through things in life that later on you think, you know, to solve is allowing anger in your heart, allowing pain to take over. Let me share with you all something that I learned a long time ago in life. I discovered that pain only fuels anger, and anger takes over of your life and destroys everything in your life if you allow it to be fueled by pain. You see, we're all going to go through things in life. We're going to go through pain. We're going to go through suffering. We're going to go through many different things in life. But the problem is, it's what happens afterwards, you know, is where we make the mistakes in life. It's because we looked at it entirely the wrong way. And what do I mean by that? Basically, when I went through trauma, crisis, all the problems in my life, when I was going through it, I allowed the pain and anger to mix together and make me believe that the answer was to be angry and allow pain into my heart more. And I discovered it was the biggest mistake I ever did in my life. For pain destroyed my life, relationships I had with people around me, because I thought pain to feel good was to allow anger to take over my heart. I started to realize that later on in life, but it was too late. However, I acknowledged it and started tapping into it and understanding it more. Then I changed the way I viewed life. This is where I think a lot get lost. That's where I got lost in. I got lost in pain and anger, you know. I thought the whole world owes me. I discovered nobody owes me anything. For life was teaching me so much. Life was molding me into the person I am today. You know, I've heard someone say, you know, be realistic and so forth, and I was thinking, be realistic in what sense? You want me to sit there and allow anger that's fueling you and making you believe that the bubble you're living in is the right one? I've been there, done that. I've seen the damage it can do to people. I've seen what hate can do, what anger can do, and I'm not allowing that to be a part of my life anymore. Now, I'm no angel. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be an angel, because you are going to make mistakes every single day. No matter how hard you try, you're going to make mistakes every single day. But what you learn from that mistake and make a better day the next day is what counts. That's what counts. You see, if you allow anger to penetrate so deep into your heart, it's hard to reverse it. But you've got to reverse it. Otherwise, honestly, you're going to regret every single day going forward after that. And that's what I discovered. You see, I've discovered now in my life that resilience was a major player that's going to be in my life. Resilience, yeah. Patience. Forgiveness. These are all things that I never thought I'd have one day. Until today, I look back and self-reflect. I'm thinking, okay, it all makes sense now. Everything I went through, everything I saw, everything just makes sense. Crystal clear. I wish it made sense back then, but it didn't, because that's just life. You know, I'm just here trying to share my experiences that maybe truly one day help somebody out there. I'm not claiming to be a guru in life. All I can tell you is about my life. But you see, you have to understand one thing in life. Not everything in your life is everybody's business, right? You don't need to understand the problems I went through in life, because that's my problems. It's not the world's problem. It's my problem. But what I can share is how I navigate through problems. Now, if I hear somebody sharing their problem, I always say, you know, keep it close to people that you trust and love and care for you, not for the world. You see, the world is a place that will teach you so much in life, so much. But you gotta remember, you gotta be strong too, because if you're not strong, it ain't easy. But in time, it becomes easier. You just gotta keep going, keep moving forward. Don't look back in anger, and don't hold grudges in life. Life is too short. You see, you may be worrying and overthinking about so many things every single day, but my question to you is this: are you guaranteed you're gonna see the end of today? Are you guaranteed you're gonna wake up tomorrow? But yet you're stressing and overthinking about everything in life. Everything. Honestly, I gave up on overthinking. I gave up on letting things stress me out anymore. But I'm human. I react sometimes to certain things in certain situations. But if I look back today where I was before and yesterday, every day is a new day. Every day I'm getting elevated to a different level. Self-reflection taught me that. Walks taught me that. Just getting some me time alone in your own mind and just going over things that cause you pain, anger, just review them, understand them, and let them go. Forgive, forget. You know, you can't sit there trying to go forward in life if you keep opening a wound that you're not allowing it to heal. That's what we do. We're human beings. We love to keep picking the wound and asking ourselves why we're not healing. If you let the wound heal, it'd heal. But no, because sometimes it's our surroundings that make us remember the things that links the pain or anger, whatever it is. You just got to see through it, past it, because it will drown you. Sorry, but it will drown you. Ask me. I know, because I allowed that to drown me in my life, and I wish somebody was there with me to navigate me out that hard times in my life, but I had to go through it alone, and I mean alone in my journey, because otherwise I wouldn't have learned what I learned today. I want to be able to tell you out there today that, you know, through every challenge you go through in life, it's a storm. Each storm that comes your way, you got to mute the noise. And when I say mute the noise, what do I mean by mute the noise? The negative thoughts, the negative comments, the negative everything. Anything that's negative, just mute that out. And just replace it with reality, life, and positive mindset. You know, it's easier said than done. No, it ain't. It's hard. I'd be lying to you if I told you it's easy. It's not. You see, it's easy to be negative and yet so hard to be positive. Remember what I'm saying? It's so easy to be negative and yet so hard to be positive. And I discovered that no matter what happens, no matter what comes my way, out of 10, if I fail 2 or 3 times, that's okay. Because I'm never going to be perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I'm okay with that, you know, keep failing, and I'm okay with failing, and I'm okay with, you know, trying again and again and again. I have nothing to lose in life. I'm not guaranteed I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and yet I'm sitting there stressing about life. Oh no. I'm done with stressing about life. I'm done with allowing things to hurt me from the inside. I let go of that long time ago. I just forgive and forget. I'm done with it all. People that hurt me, people that I just don't really care. Honestly, I just don't. I haven't got time for it, because all it did was waste a lot of my time and rob me of time in my life that made me think of things that had no value in life. That's all I can say. Anyway, just wanted to wish you all an amazing day, and just remember, don't let things get you down in life. Don't overthink about anything in life. Trust in your path, trust in your journey. Every day is not going to be a good day. You're going to have days that, but the only thing you can do is make tomorrow a better day. Think of what you can do tomorrow that was better than yesterday. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do. YouTube's going to recommend you to watch something far better on this channel anyway. So I wish you a wonderful day, even wherever you are in the world. That's it. I'm out.